गुड मॉर्निंग बच्चों। आज हम करेंगे वर्कशीट नंबर 32, मेटल्स एंड नॉन मेटल्स। दिस इज अ न्यू चैप्टर। नाउ you already know metals and non-metals in your previous classes also. Elements can be classified as metals and non-metals on the basis of their properties. You know some metals around you such as aluminium, silver, copper, iron, and so on. You use these metals in your daily life also. Examples of some non-metals are almost all the gases are non-metals like hydrogen, nitrogen, sulfur, oxygen. Now we will going to discuss physical properties of metals and non-metals both. First of all, we know metals are good conductor of electricity. They are good conductor of electricity. They conduct electricity, and you already know the electrical wires are made of copper because copper is a very good conductor of electricity. Let's come to some of the properties of metals and non-metals. But first of all, we should know what property we are going to discuss. First of all, we are going to discuss luster. Luster means shine. Metals have shine on their surface. You know, gold have shine, aluminium have shine, silver have shine, and so on. But the non-metals, they do not have shining surface except iodine. Iodine have shine. There are already exceptions in both type of elements. Second thing is hardness. Generally, the metals are hard except sodium, lithium, and potassium. We can easily cut sodium, lithium, and potassium with knife because they are very soft metals. This is exception among the metals. Other metals are hard. You know, we use iron to make buildings and other metals also. So, due to their hardness, they are used for making buildings, bridges, and so on. But non-metals, generally they are soft except diamond. Diamond is an exception. Diamond is the hardest element in this earth, and diamond is the allotrope of carbon. Carbon has two allotropes, diamond and graphite. Now state. Now we have to discuss the state. Metals are basically solids, लेकिन one metal, mercury, which is used in thermometers, it is in liquid form. Mercury is exception. Mercury is a metal, but it is in liquid form. Rest of the metals exists in solid form. Non-metals exists as solids or gases, both. Basically, they are gases, but except the bromine. Bromine is an exception here, and it is liquid in state. Bromine is liquid in state. Now we have to come to the point malleability. Malleability. What do you mean by malleability? Malleability means to be beaten into the sheets. To be beaten into the sheets. To convert them into the sheets. Likewise, we know that we convert iron into the sheet. We know aluminium into the sheets. Aluminium sheets you usually use to wrap your food material, chapatis, you wrap in aluminium. So aluminium is easily malleable element. But the non-metals are non-malleable. Ductility is a very important property. Ductility means to be drawn into wires. To be drawn into thin wires. As you know, all the metals can be drawn into wires except we know the liquid one, mercury. Such as we know we use copper wires and in the electrical gadgets, Aluminium wires, iron rods. This is all the under the property ductility. And non-metals are non-ductile. Conductor of heat and electricity. Now, conductance. Let's talk about the conductance. We had already learned in the previous classes, metals are generally good conductors of heat and electricity, except lead and mercury. They are exceptions here. Lead and mercury are the exceptions here. They are not good conductors of heat and electricity. Now, non-metals are generally poor conductors of heat and electricity except graphite. Graphite is a non-metal, but it is a good conductor of electricity. Now, density. Density. We know density. As they are in solid state, they are dense. They have high melting points, except sodium and potassium. Sodium and potassium, they are soft metals. They have less density. Non-metals generally have low density and low melting points. Now, come to the points sonorous. Sonorous means sound. Sound. Metals produce sound on striking, but non-metals do not produce sound. They are not sonorous. These all are the physical properties, and you can learn all of them or some of them if you have to write the differences among the metals and non-metals. Now, chemical properties of metals. We are going to discuss only chemical properties of metals in this worksheet. So, metal combines with oxygen to form metal oxide. Metal plus oxygen forms metal oxides. Other examples are also lying underneath. Different metals show different reactivities towards oxygen, such as sodium and potassium react so vigorously with the air that it catches fire. If they are kept in open, so they are kept immersed in kerosene oil. This is the most important point about the metals, that why sodium and potassium are kept in kerosene oil, because they are highly reactive in the air and they catch fire if they are kept in open. Magnesium, aluminium, zinc and lead react slowly with air. These elements are covered with a thin layer of oxide. Means corrosion. You know, they corrode. Iron does not burn on heating, but iron fillings burn vigorously. Copper does not burn, but it is coated with black copper oxide if it is burnt in air. Silver and gold do not react with oxygen. It is all about reaction of metals with air. Now, reaction of metals with water. Metals, when react with water, they produce metal oxide plus hydrogen gas also. Or metal oxide plus water gives metal hydroxide. Now, metals when react, let's talk about some metals how they react with the steam or water. Some metals do not react with water, such as lead, copper, gold and silver. Some metals react with steam only, such as aluminium, iron and zinc. Some metals react with cold H2O. They react with cold H2O. They are sodium, potassium and calcium. And some react with hot H2O, hot water, such as magnesium. And here also some metals which float while reacting with water, calcium and magnesium. There are some examples of chemical reaction lying here. You can go through it. Now let's talk about amphoteric oxides. Metal oxides which react with both acids as well as bases. Metal oxides that react with bases and acids to produce salt and water are called amphoteric oxides. An example of amphoteric oxides are zinc and aluminium oxides. Now come to the question answers. Name a metal which is liquid at room temperature. It is marked here. Explain the meaning of malleable and ductility. Why are sodium and potassium stored under oil, and what are amphoteric oxides? These all the 4 questions are clearly marked in this worksheet. You can find them out and write in your paper. Okay, thanks a lot.